Hello, I'm Eric Owens. Welcome to Carving with Eric. We're going to do some videos on carving because I want to give back to this hobby that I love and that I enjoy and that has given me so much. I have been the recipient of a lot of good carving instruction over the years, and I've passed that on. I've been teaching carving for the last 6 or 7 years. I really enjoy it, and this is my way of introducing my way of teaching. It's a little bit of fun. I enjoy joking around and telling jokes and laughing about myself and other things, and so hopefully you enjoy it as well. Give you a quick tour of where I carve. I'm in my house, and my wife and I just bought a house last year in which we now have my carving area inside. I have an area, an office we're standing in that has a lot of my carvings, and I also hold on to a lot of the club that I belong to, the Idaho Woodcarvers Guild. I hold a lot of their stuff here. So I've got the library here, and I've got supplies, and I've got roughouts, and I've got videos, and a number of other things. But just to give you an introduction to myself, I've been carving for about 10 or 11 years. This style of carving, I've done a lot of Boy Scout carving. I've done bolo ties, neckerchief slides, walking sticks for Boy Scouts, and really enjoyed doing that. Some time ago, my wife bought me a class in 2006, I think is when it was, as near as we can remember, with a instructor who became a dear friend of mine, Cleve Taylor. I've really enjoyed his tutelage and his expertise and his guidance over the years, and I like to think that I've gained some skill. Anyways, you can see as I pan away here, you see some of my carvings going all the way back to some big ones at the very top. I've got some up there that I've carved and some smaller ones. But I've done a number of carvings over the years, and one of the things I've done a lot of is cowboys. I've done a lot of gnomes. I've done a lot of little people. I just finished this carving here with the snowman called Baby It's Cold Outside. It's a prototype for a larger one I want to do. It's not a very good one because I used a piece of wood that I had that wasn't very good, but had a lot of fun doing it. A lot of busts in there, little Boy Scout carving there. Anyway, just to give you an idea of what I do and how I do it and where I do it. Some of the things that I've done here recently, or not necessarily recently, I've done a lot of cowboy busts. This is a bust of a New York Yankee player. Here's a dog bust. Here's some gnomes, minions. They really seem to be very popular. And I just finished this Viking carving. I think it's a Dave Stetson rough out, but I'm not sure because I can't find any information on it. It was given to me by a dear friend of mine who passed away. His widow passed it on to me. So I've got that one I just recently finished. And so we'll pan around in here and I'll show you where I'm going to carve. This is primarily where I do my carving. I carve right here inside the house, and I have a number of things that I use in my carving, and including I use the TV a lot because I'll turn on something just a little will distract me. I also use the computer over there for comparison of looking at different things. I'll look at what somebody else has done and change mine my own way. I use my tablet in a lot of ways, and so I'm not the biggest techno geek in the world, but over the last several years I've been forced as a teacher to gain as much expertise as I can with a technological bent, and so I'm learning how to do some things. In fact, this GoPro is my first experience in learning how to videotape. So anyway, what I want to show you in my first video, we'll talk about safety in the first video. This is just the introduction, but my first video we're going to do this little penguin right here. I saw something similar online and I decided to change it to my way, and so I did a number of these penguins and I really enjoyed doing them. In fact, I changed it even more to make a penguin with a top hat and a bow tie. And so I've given away and sold a few of those things. In fact, my daughter really loves penguins, and I did one for her. She just really enjoyed it, and so every time I pull one out and show it to somebody, they want to buy it. So I thought that'd be a nice little video that we could do. We'll start with a piece of wood that looks somewhat like this. I've got several rough outs that I can use, and so and blanks, and so we'll do that. So anyway, that's just an introduction to me and my carving, and I hope you enjoy the ride, and I hope it's a long and very welcome journey for you as it is for me, because I enjoy carving, and I've had the advantage of taking classes from people as varied as Cleve Taylor, Chris Hammock, Gene Fuller, Ryan Olson, Pete LeClaire, Marv Kaisersat, and just a few of the people that I've been able to sit with and learn carving from. So I've watched some of them online, and I've really enjoyed the time that I've spent carving and learning from someone else. So my ultimate goal is to pass this love on to others, and so that they enjoy carving as much as I do. And I've been successful over the last years in teaching kids and other adults how to carve. I had a wood carving club at our school for a while, and that was successful for a few years. As much as you can be successful with the 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old kids who have an attention span of about 47 seconds. But anyway, it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoy teaching. So I've been teaching for the last 6 or 7 years at the local woodcraft store, and I enjoy doing that. So hopefully this is just an extension of what I'm doing, and everybody goes along for the ride, and we have some fun along the way and get to know each other, and you have a little bit of fun carving what I do. So anyway, I look forward to the next journey and the next visit, and we'll see you then.